Okay, I've just shuffled the cards because I've, I've still not done my own reading. So yeah, I've asked the universe, what do I need to know right now? So I've got no place like home. I have truth be told. I have loyal heart. And I always look at the bottom. And the bottom, soulmates. Now, so I've gone to no place like home. Essential meaning. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit. Being comfortable in your own skin. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I am right now. Home feels safe and secure. It is a comfortable place to rest and create. A place that is known and you can call yours, very much so. It's got me all over it, you know. I've painted my bedroom and my bathroom with all sorts. Yeah, definitely made it my own. It has my own vibe, my own energy. A place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify. As you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you, and very much so. You know, who I am now, nobody can take that away from me. That's me. And you know what, I'm never going to let anybody try. No, I like this person. I like me. I like this human being. She's a very nice human being. And I'm very happy in the skin. Yes. I love the skin I'm in. Yeah, it's very strange. Probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I probably couldn't have said that. Not to this extent, anyway. Yeah. Big changes. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Relationship message. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. So are bleh. You are in sync and full of love, and can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity. Now, be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. It's true, you know, I've met some lovely people over these past, 2 years, reconnected with old friends, on a deeper level, you know, found a soul bond, you know, it's been good. My soul family, my soul tribe, surrounding myself with people that encourage me. You know, it's equal give and take, you know, they're not here to use me for whatever reason, you know, for their own gratification on whatever level, you know, it's just an equal sharing, and it's sharing the same sort of things, you know. Obviously we're all individual, but you know, we have our own individual tastes, but we still have the same sort of nature. Very nurturing and supportive and encouraging and loving and kind, and you know, it's just so nice to be in. Yeah. So, yes, I love all my friends and my loved ones. They're absolutely beautiful. Couldn't ask for better people, you know. But you have to make that conscious decision to be around people like that, you know. And if people like that don't want to be around you, then maybe there's some problems there. You've got to look at yourself. Well, why don't these people want me around, you know? What is the problem? You know, sometimes you have to look at yourself, you know, what do you come with, what drama do you come with, and things like that, you know. What way are you treating other people, you know? How are you being towards them? Are you being equal give and take, you know, like it should be? Or are you sort of like taking more than you're giving, taking more and more each time? It's, you know, you can stop yourself doing things like that. Realise that you're doing it. Maybe people don't realise, you know, that they are doing it. Some people don't. Yeah, when you do realise what you're doing, even just your own insecurities and things like that, you know, that's unhealthy and it can cause problems. Even though I understand certain things, it can still cause other people their own problems, you know. You can put them in situations where you can give them all the love in the world, but they don't know how to deal with it. They've never had it before, so it's strange and it's scary for them, and they just don't know how to cope with it, so they just shut down and do other things instead. But yeah, so prosperity message. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both success and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. So this is it, success and failures, you know, it doesn't matter what decision you make, it is the right decision for that moment in time, you know. Mistakes, when you look at them in a different way, you see them as lessons. When you can actually recognise the lesson that you're learning and how to act accordingly, that's how you evolve and grow. So you can take failures as a success because you learn the lesson from it and you won't make that mistake again. This is what life's all about, you know. It's not feeling guilty for the choices that you make. It was right at that time with the knowledge that you had, in the situation that you are in or were in, you know. You make better choices as you learn, you know. And if you can't rectify a problem in a situation, then you leave it behind and try something else, you know. You don't stick trying to keep going and going and going and going in the same situation. It's just not going to get any better, you know. Yeah, it's like water trying to get through a lead pipe, you know, not going through it, you know, the way it should do, but actually through the metal, it's not going to do that. It's never going to get through there. So it has to divert and find another way, which is the easiest way normally. Flow like water. Go the easiest path, the path of less resistance, the path of less drama, the path of less pain and hurt, and the path where you can be yourself and be proud to be yourself. Where did I get to? You'll see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. Well, yeah, so my life's completely changed. Just everything. I mean, when people think of abundance, they think of money. No, it's not just money, you know. It's abundance of other things, very much so. Self-growth and knowledge, and just opportunities coming in left, right and centre, and just being out in the world and being yourself. That's being abundant, you know. Or having abundance. Protection message. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. Well, this is it, you know, you have to think differently about yourself. You know, I had a very bad self-image, very low opinion of myself, my abilities and who I was as a human being, what contribution I gave to my life and everybody else's life that I was in. Yeah, I had very poor opinions about myself. Very much self-doubted any abilities that I had. I mean, I know now that I'm a fantastic artist, but, you know, it took me a long time and a lot of convincing from other people to tell me that I was a good artist, you know, and people liked my work. I think that was a bit of my first sort of like confidence kick, you know, that people did actually like my work and asked me to draw stuff for them, which was good. But yeah, it's definitely showing the progress that I've got so far, and it's all been about attracting the mind, you know, having a good routine of positive talk to yourself, positive, you know, like you would to a child, you know, if you could take that little child out of you and put that child in front of you, how would you treat that child if they was, you know, good, or, you know, did something good, or, you know, achieved something, or, you know, wanted to go to the park, or, you know, it's like me the other day, I went to feed the squirrels and I walked past the ice cream van and I must have got halfway, and in the back of my head I was like, nah. But then there was the little me, I want an ice cream. So fuck it. I turned around, went back, and I got a big ice cream with 2 flakes and just scoffed it as I walked around to feed the squirrels. It was brilliant. But that's what I mean, you know, you need to feed your inner child with that emotion, playful emotions and things. Tell it it's safe and things like that, you know, because it's trapped in a false belief, in an old memory back when it's whatever age whatever happened, and then it's in our adult body, but it's still acting like a child, or that terrified child, or that traumatised child, or, you know, whatever you went through, you know, you might have have parents that, you know, just bought you anything you wanted just to shut you up, keep you happy, you know, but treated you like shit, you know. Or, you know, parents that abused the hell out of you, you know, or families that did, or, you know, you just be spoilt rotten and you've got no sort of morals at all because you think you own everything, you know. But that's what you've been taught to think, and it's counteracting that. And I know it works for me, and I know it's worked for people around me that I've just told my story to, friends, close friends. Told them, they've obviously told me things about their life, and I put my slant on it. And it's like ding, light bulb, oh yeah. And then they've tried certain things and it's worked. And it's so good to watch. And once you know how, it does become easier. Practice makes perfect. You've just got to keep practicing it daily. So right, I'm going to go on with this one because I've already gone on for a quarter of an hour. I'm supposed to be going to bed. It's only 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'll be going to bed tonight. So yeah, truth be told, my eyes are going funny as well. I'm going to put my glasses on. Sorry for any shiny lights. They tend to reflect the screen. Actually, let me just upload that one while I'm recording this one quickly. Go on, next. There we go. Okay, so, number 14. Truth be told, essential meaning, honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. The oracle's message. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth. Subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. This is all I've been doing. I've just been being me and going after my own goals, going after my own dreams. And it's just all falling into place, and it really is quite freaky. But you know, anybody that's been watching these videos, you'll see how transparent I've been. You'll see what truths I've been speaking, and this is what I've been following in the cards since the start. Been telling me what to do, and this is what I've been doing, and it really is just completely mind-blowing how much my life is changing. Just because I'm putting me first. Obviously I'm doing what I should be doing, studying and stuff like that, you know, doing the menial things of life, but, you know, I'm also just doing what I enjoy doing, you know, acting how I enjoy acting, and not feeling ashamed, wearing what I want to wear, I don't care, playing the music I want to play, talking to the people I want to talk to, avoiding the people that just want to take, you know, money, booty calls, whatever, you know. It's not who I am. I'm not a people pleaser anymore. I like pleasing people, but I don't go out of my way because they want me to please them. No, I found some self-respect. I've got boundaries now, very much so, and I'm not afraid to use them. Because it does hurt deeply to be used, but it was my own fault. I had the choice to turn around and say no, but because I thought it was something else, it was distorted. So I should have been walking away. If I'd have been taught properly, I would have just gone there and walked away, But no, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll carry on with this. Be authentic and, oh yeah, here we are, relationship message. People tell you who they are quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversations. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. Well, there's not much I really want out of life, or I don't ask much from the people around me, I'm a giver, I'm not a taker. It's nice when they give back. I do accept gratefully and thankfully, like keeping the flow of energy going, you give, you receive, my friend Heather, she learnt that because she didn't like receiving, and I like giving, so when I wanted to give her stuff, she'd be a bit standoffish, and I just opened her eyes and said, you do know you're taking away somebody else's joy by not receiving, and she went, oh. I said, you like to give, and you know the enjoyment that you get from giving, that feeling of giving. She went, yeah, I love it. She's a very giving person. I said, well, how would you feel when somebody doesn't want to receive it, how would you feel if somebody rejected your gifts? And she went, yeah. But that's how you have to think. You have to get that grey matter connecting those dots that have been disconnected. But yeah, I don't ask for much from people at all, just treat me with respect, love me for who I am, and when I say love me for who I am, I don't mean sexually, just unconditional love, caring, compassionate, kind. And just be honest and open, just as much as I'm as honest and open as the person that I am. This is the raw me, this is me. This is who I am 24/7, except for when I'm asleep. When I get to sleep. But yeah, anybody that sort of like veers away from those general given sort of like standards for when you make friends or when you find a partner, you want to feel that openness and have that depth. Well, I do anyway, I want the soul level, the deep connection, I don't want superficial stuff, it's just, I'll come around at the weekend just to give you a cookie or pissed up at 3 o'clock in the morning, on the way home type shit. I can't be arsed for that shit. It's just fake. It's drama. And I deserve better. very much so. And yeah, I'm going to hold out until I get better. It'll come. Well, talking about that soulmate at the end of that, it could be coming. But soulmates means all sorts of people, your friends, family, animals. They come in many shapes and forms. When you recognise them, you have that deep connection. You are willing to do whatever it takes to experience a prosperous life. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help yourself? Yes. Very much so. A writer must write, and I was doing some of that for my homework earlier. And a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. This is another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings and beliefs, about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. Very much so, yes. I had to do that. I had to sit and think, what do I want from life? And was I getting it from the environment that was around? And if the answer was no, then I had to change something. If it was something that I couldn't change about myself, then I just accepted that. If it was something that I couldn't change about other people, I walked away. I put myself first. And it worked. But that's what you have to do. You have to be true to yourself, true to your own beliefs, true to your own values. I tried to fit in with so many different people. I was very versatile. I could fit in with any kind of person, any kind of group. But I learnt to blend in at a very early age. This is what happens when you get abused. You tend to blend into the background because you don't want to be noticed, just in case. It's like, oh yeah, you catch somebody's attention. It's like, get here. You stay quiet and blend into the background and stay very small. So it is nice to be my own self. Allowing myself to be myself. Knowing that I'm allowed to be myself. Not having to have validation from anybody else about who I am. I know who I am. And for those people that tell me who I'm not, then they really don't matter. They're really not part of anything to do with my life, No. Oh God, so thank you. Bye. But you have to do this. Protection message. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you are unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. This is another one for Gillian, but it does relate to part of my beliefs as well, and my healing. Truth has been my healer. Knowing facts out of all the lies has been my healer. Knowledge and the right knowledge has been my healer. I've done so much research on everything. I need to know the facts, so when I go and approach somebody with the information, I know that they can't twist it around, especially my mother and my grandmother. They still do, they still deny it, they still, blame somebody else, blame this, blame that, oh, that's right, or just completely just ignore it, that's what they do. But when you're stuck in that cycle, you have to have proof for yourself that what you think is correct. And it makes you into a fucking good researcher, believe me. So this is why I want to get into space. I want to do a lot of space research. I love watching the galaxies, or looking for galaxies and that. There you go. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms and ask the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. Yeah, I always tell me the truth. I can cope with the truth. It's the lies that screw in my head and make me ill. So always be truthful with me. I'll always be open to somebody opening up to me. I've had so many friends open up to me, deep stories. And I've never talked to anybody else about them. This is about as much as you'll get out of me about it. I keep people's personal thoughts and feelings and deepest, darkest secrets quiet. I'm not one of these people to use it against them and use it for harm. I use it to heal. People tell me these things so I can refer back to them, how I've helped myself out of that sort of situation, or my thoughts and beliefs on that, or the research that I may have done, or things that I may have done for myself to get myself out of that situation that might help them. But when people aren't honest and open with me, I can't have a relationship with that, friendship, whatever. It's why be dishonest? How come you can't be open? You're not going to get any backlash from me. I'm not going to fucking explode and kick off and throw everything in the house at you. I might have done years ago and with a lot of alcohol, but no, not anymore. It comes from a place of understanding and love. I understand about a lot of things. I understand about a lot of situations people get themselves into and can't get out of. The circles that they're in, that they think they should stay in, tradition, fear of ridicule, fear of losing toxic people, fear of losing a toxic life full of drama, and fear of moving on to something better. And you do, when you think you're going to get the carpet ripped up from under your feet when you first start moving forward. And yeah, there might be some times when it does. It's called healing. 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards, it's one of those. It happens. But yeah, you just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start again. Clean slate. Okay. Often we get just knocked back into that cycle of toxicness again. Oh no, it didn't work, so what's the point? No, it happens. You have good days and bad days. There'll be days you can cope, days where you can't cope, days where life's chucking everything at you. It's trying to control the emotions that come with it. That is the key and the hard thing. Once you start getting your emotions into perspective, understanding what emotion is for what, because when you go through trauma, your emotions are heightened, they're distorted. And it's difficult for you to get a right level of emotion for the situation. This is why lots of things get blown out of proportion. This is where panic attacks come from. This is where anger comes from. This is where violence comes from. You know, the brain just kicks into a certain mode, and it's difficult to distinguish anything from it. So it's trying to shut down that natural or you know, whatever you go through in that moment of time. Seeing it for what it is. Okay, right, well, this is what happened in the situation, alright? This is how I feel. Yeah, it's like a bah, but the situation was actually a, oh, yeah, okay. I felt like a really panicky, but the situation didn't really warrant any panic. So it's just figuring out the balance. And once you start doing that, it's good. You can start functioning again. Making decisions. That's one thing. I used to struggle with this completely. I couldn't make a decision. I couldn't remember a lot of things. But now, even when I'm talking about traumatic things, it might slightly shut down my brain, but instead of me shutting down for days, months, weeks, it's 10, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, there we go. And I'm off again. You know, that is such a dramatic change. But living a truth, living with truth, being honest and open, transparent, authentic, wide open. That's how I function. That's what I need to function. And if you're not capable of doing that, opening up on that level, then, you know, yeah, I can be friends, but as far as an emotional attachment, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to give myself to somebody I don't form an emotional attachment with, and they don't form an emotional attachment with me. You know, a good one, obviously. It's got to be a two-way street, like, you know, give and take. Yeah, anyway, so, let's have a look, where do we get to? Acknowledging it, even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future, where you no longer labour under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free, nothing less than truth is required now. Right, number 35, I'm gone for over half an hour now, come 4 o'clock. Oh well, I may as well carry on. Number 35. Sorry everybody, this is going to be a long one. Well no, maybe not, it's only 2 more cards. This seems to be a lot relating to what's actually coming out of these cards. That's when I find the right ones. Right pages. 35. Loyal heart. Fidelity, loyalty, devotion. The Oracle's message. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. Like I was just saying. You know, I can't make that shit up, can I? There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved. Yes, you know, I do believe very much so that this universe is a living entity. I just saw something on Facebook today of a black hole being found that's actually creating stars, birthing newborn stars, spurting them out, instead of sucking them in. But I do believe that this is actually a nurturing environment instead of a a destructive environment that were led to believe, about the universe destruction and black holes eating everything and sucking everything in and everything dies. And no, it doesn't. No, there is a process of something, but I think it's more on like a gigantic version of cells, how cells work in the body. Learning about, so I've got it written up here, respiration. And it's not about breathing, it does involve oxygen, not all the time. But it's the way the body pH energy from food and oxygen and the process it goes through, and the atoms and things that I've been learning about and cell structures and stuff like that. And there's another one about an atom's been pictured in such detail now, and it really does look like an exploding star, or the magnetic field around the Earth or something like that. It looks like what you see out in space. That I can see it. I don't know. Well, I think there's been some theories where other people have seen it as well. But yeah, we're all connected. We're all energy. You can't destroy it. How can a black hole destroy? No, it's there for creation. It might have like a recycle system like we do. Oxygen goes in with the glucose to make the energy, and the byproduct is carbon dioxide and water. And these cells take things in and take things back out of the body. And black holes take things in and they're spurting out other things now. Similarities. Yeah. Anyway, I've gone way off topic, but that's one of my beliefs. Right, okay. Where did I get to? No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Oh God, yeah. Yes, I do believe that now. All the synchronicities and signs that I've seen, and I have just been doing what I've been told by the universe, and it's working. It's worked better than anything in my whole life, I'm going to stop now. Relationship message. Your partnerships, friendships and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt comments and trusting in divine protection. Prosperity message. Your long-term loyalty to your goals is becoming evident in the world of conditions, where your aspirations for success assume form in reality. Success is finally taking shape. Yeah, everything is. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans, while remaining flexible and devoted to serving others, you will be shown proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for a joyful celebration of spirit. Your manifesting partner. Protection message. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Yeah, I suppose. When it comes to my beliefs about mental health and things like that, yeah, I could be very stubborn. Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now it's time to look at outdated beliefs old ideas and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room, which is what you have to do. You have to get rid of all the old stuff, the old baggage, so you can go out and get a whole new wardrobe. Yeah, it's you have to make room, not just mentally, physically, around your home. Clean out all memories of past traumas, exes, whatever, that cause you bad memories and bad feelings. They have bad energy, get rid of it all. I've been chucking out loads of stuff, making loads of room, but also in my own head and, the quietness of my brain. Making myself into a better version of myself, so when I do get into the right relationship, it's going to be healthy, I mean, I know I was kind and loving anyway, but, it's going to be, I'm not going to be one of these like I used to, panic attacks and anxiety, and constant thoughts of what's going on because my partner, is lying to me and doing this, that and the other, and toxic cycle, I'm not going to be in that. I'm not going to allow that to come into my life anyway. So when I make my next decision on whatever, whoever, then it's going to be the right ones. I'll be in control. I'll enjoy finding out. But do it the right way, do it properly instead of jumping in with 2 feet because I thought it was love and I had so many abandonment issues and codependencies and, thought I had to have somebody. I couldn't cope, well, it was love and it was just not, it was the complete opposite. But yeah, start making the right choices, definitely. Stick to them. Right, there we go. Now's the time to look at outdated and pre-sold ideas, misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Oh, I did read all this, didn't I? Yeah, next one. Yeah, I did. Okay, so last one, which is the soulmates one, number 41. Essential meaning. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. So that's it. Anybody that I've got that I'm with, there's got to be growth. There's got to be evolution. There's got to be ambition. I'm going places, so anybody that's coming with me has got to be prepared. It's got to be up for the challenge. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing. Yeah, there's been a few, well, especially one that's helped me heal. I don't know if they realise it really, but yeah, it triggered a healing, even more so than what I was going through at the time. It was like And I'm not saying it was a bad thing, it was a good thing. It's the best thing that anybody could have done for me. And it was just because they treated me as I was, exactly how I was treating them. And it was nice. It was nice to see that level of comfort with someone. I'd never felt it before. I'd never felt so comfortable with someone. And it was like being at home. In a place like home. It was like coming home to myself, you know. And I'd like to get that. In a long-term relationship, you know. Yeah, it was comfortable, it was nice. If it comes along, yeah, I'll open up to it nicely. To have that sort of just ease, easiness, flow, you know, unashamed, open, truthful, honest, deep. You know, it's something that, you know, I deserve. It's something that I want. Something that I don't, you know, really want. I've always wanted that sort of level of deepness in a partner. And yeah, I deserve it. So I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to hold out. I know it's coming. Don't know when. Don't know who. It's coming. After all the shit I've been through, it's coming. Right, so where did I get to? No matter what. Oh, it there. It's always. Oh yeah, where did I get to? See, I'm chatting too much. I'm getting lost and I'm tired now. It's 4:15. I'm trying to get it done and waffling on, but it's just so relevant for everything. It's quite mind blowing. Alright, next level in healing consciousness and authenticity. It is always reciprocal experience, although the result for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them instantly too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you'll be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gift. Relationship message. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love is powerful. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. That's what happened to me, you know, someone broke me open, you know. It triggered me to be myself. Yeah, it was, yeah. When you look at it, yeah. I was triggered to be myself. Because I was allowed to be myself. Which then triggered the healing very quickly to grow. Yeah. And not let anybody hold me back for any reason, you know. Right.
or break open so you will finally claim who you are meant to be. Even a compassion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate. Come to guide you home to the real you. Prosperity message. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others, mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends and strangers. Strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of celebration, commitment and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. Protection message. An important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not why did he or she do this to me, but rather what is the gift in this. Look into the mirror. You will only be changed for the better. Well, yeah, there's been a lot of people that helped me on the way, but there's been some, a very rare few that have been very significant with my healing process, but definitely over the last 3 years, but even more so this year. There was a catalyst. But yeah, wow. Okay, so it's nearly an hour now. I think it's time for me to go to bed. Put my cards away. Yeah, so I thought I'd do myself a reading. I wasn't going to film it, but I thought, let's be open about this. It just fit in straight away with what was going on with my life and everything, and it's helped me to explain a bit more about myself and what's been going on, and even the cards are backing up the shit that I'm coming out with, so it's you can't sort of like get more synchronistic than that. So time to say goodnight, everybody. Love you lots. Bye bye, everyone.